Look, 2016 has been an absolutely fascinating year. We have had Brexit, we have had the emergence of Pauline Hanson, we have had the lowest interest rates in Australia, and we have a reality show host who's US President-elect Donald Trump. And this is before even getting into the Indian-Australian community. What an exciting year we have had. Let's start with how the year unfolded. Indian Link got in partnership with Cricket Australia, and for the first time ever in the history of Cricket Australia, which has been in place from 1935, we broadcast the India-Australia International T20 series in Hindi. So what a great endorsement for multiculturalism when we have Cricket Australia wanting to reach out to the Indian-Australian community to broadcast the game in Hindi. 2016 was the year of individuals within the Indian-Australian community. We have Harinder Sidhu, who became the first Indian-Australian woman to become the Australian High Commissioner to India. We have Dr. Nalini Joshi, a mathematician who has gained much fame from the Indian-Australian community. We also have Dr. Rashmi Sharma, who became the youngest Indian woman to receive an OAM, and Dharma Mistry, who won the New South Wales Young Woman of the Year award. And for those fascinated by media, and a lot of young people within the Indian-Australian community we have a role model, our very own Del Irani, who is on the ABC morning show. So these women are showing the rest of the Indian-Australian community the way forward. We have Shanul Sharma, a person of Indian origin, who's now singing opera in Melbourne. We also have Chandrika Ravi, a young model who's showing and making her own waves in Australia. And we have the Young Pharmacist of the Year, Ashish David. We have Arjun Nair, who Greg Chappell, the very great Greg Chappell, has said is one of the brightest lights in Australia at the moment. And we also have Jason Sangha, who was the youngest player signed up by New South Wales Cricket as a part of their new emerging talent. In politics, the Indian Australians are knocking on the door, but very, very few of them are getting in. We had the wonderful recovery by Senator Lisa Singh, who, though not backed by the Labour Party, did find a way back into Parliament. But then we've had a number of people of Indian origin who have been trying their hands at entering either the federal level or the state level of politics, but sadly falling a little bit short. And this was also a year of confluence. We did have some fantastic shows coming together to Australia. Whether confluence was achieved is still debatable, but at the end of the day, it was a good start. My standard article in the August issue, which is the Indian Independence Day issue, we did a series called Nostalgia and Gratitude, where we spoke to different members of our community from different states, and they shared with us what did they remember, what was most nostalgic about their state. So it was a good trip down memory lane for us to get to know what people miss about not only India but their own states. From a thumbs down point of view, the random attack on Manmeet Alisher from Anthony Donoghue doesn't make any sense, is not what Australia is all about. And the thumbs up to our outgoing High Commissioner Navdeep Suri, who in his own charismatic way left a wonderful mark during his tenure in Australia. We at Indian Link are storytellers. We love telling the stories of the community and taking them out to the wider community so that we can end up being a stronger, a more self-confident community in Australia. Indians in Australia make fantastic citizens. They're highly educated, they're family oriented, they want to contribute back to society. And our work here at Indian Link Media Group is to allow the stories to be told to the wider community. On behalf of all my team at the Indian Link Media Group, thank you very much for being a part of our lives in 2016 and allowing us to share your story and be a part of your lives in 2016. Wishing you a very happy and healthy festive season and look forward to catching up with all of you in 2017.